Today, I'm giving you my personal travel routine so you can enjoy your trip without the blood sugar spikes, bloating, energy crashes, and weight gain. These are the exact strategies I use every time I travel, whether it's a road trip or a cross country flight. Hey, it's Stephanie, and welcome to this episode of the Glucose Diaries. The holidays are here, which means a lot of us will be hitting the road or the skies to see friends and family. But between airport food courts, long travel days, and festive temptations, it's so easy to end a trip feeling bloated, tired, and heavier than when we left. Can I get an amen? So, tip number one: fast smart before you go. If you know you'll be having big meals later in the day, you don't have to have a full breakfast and lunch before you even get there. I often fast through my travel window, especially on flights, and focus on hydration instead. This keeps blood sugar stable, digestion calm, and avoids the trap out of eating out of boredom in airports or gas stations. And I don't know what's worse. Tip number two: pack your own protein and fat sources. Never, I repeat, never rely on airport or roadside food. It's just not going to end well for you. It's almost always carb heavy, low in protein, and packed with sodium and other chemicals. So here's what I pack on every trip. I get the full size Chomps beef sticks. They're grass fed. One full size beef stick has 10 grams of protein in it. I pack low sugar protein bars if I can find them. That's kind of hit or miss depending on the ingredients and where I can find them. So I usually don't rely on that, but if I can, I will. I also pack moon cheese or wisps, which are baked cheese snacks. They're basically just baked cheese. And if you want something crunchy, it's a great option. I pack Zellies or Spry gum. They're sweetened with xylitol and it helps with cravings. It helps have your mouth fresh, that kind of thing. And it just kind of keeps my mind busy so I'm not thinking about food. I always pack a couple of Lily's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. They're basically like Reese's peanut butter cups, but they're dark chocolate. I'm flying, I pack them in my like carry-on that I'm putting under the seat in front of me, so hopefully they don't melt. Sometimes they do a little bit, but I take those with me. I always take a Ziploc of organic raw nuts, and usually you can't buy these. I haven't been able to really find them travel section or in the travel containers. So a lot of times I'll just buy my own from the grocery store and then put them in my own Ziploc bags. Another thing I pack for every trip is going to be my apple cider vinegar powder or capsules. We did an episode on apple cider vinegar prior to this episode. So if you haven't heard that episode, go back and you'll understand why I pack this. And if you're taking the capsules with you, if it's the Bragg's apple cider vinegar brand, it's just going to be 3 capsules to hit that 1,500 milligrams of acetic acid total. But check your bottle. The other thing I pack is I'll usually pack a container or Ziploc of chia seeds, perfect for chia seed pudding when you arrive. And what I'll do is I'll just go get some unsweetened almond milk from a grocery store, pour it in some of the hotel glasses with my chia seed pudding, and I'm good to go. I always pack protein powder for shakes during the day, whether it's breakfast or snacks, or I'll add it to my coffee just to have a protein coffee. And then I always take essential amino acid powder for workouts and also just to help supplement while I'm traveling because we're usually, frankly, not eating the best because we don't really have as many choices when we're eating on the go. So I always try to take my essential aminos and I'll usually mix those with my coffee as well. So take a travel mini milk frother so I can mix protein shakes anywhere. And basically it's a milk frother that screws onto a lid to a container. So it's amazing. It's a drink container that the lid is the milk frother. So it's like a 2-in-1. I even take it to the gym with me all the time. It's a great way to mix up your protein shakes so you're not drinking something like super chunky and chalky. Tip number 3: hydrate like it's your job. I know can be kind of hard when you're traveling because you don't have to always go to the bathroom, but especially on a plane, that I see a lot having to get up and go to the bathroom is you're actually moving, you're circulating your blood, you're getting some movement in. But I totally get it if you're trying to like not have like the car have to stop every 30 minutes, you have to go to the bathroom. But if you can, focus on drinking water. If you're boarding an airplane, I always buy the biggest bottle of water I can find and make your mission to finish it before you land. Skip the airplane sodas and juices. They're either sugar bombs or full of artificial junk. And I also bring electrolyte powder from LMNT. That's the company. The letter L, the letter M, the letter N, the letter T to help with hydration, especially on long flights. Their flavors are amazing. My personal favorite is mango chili, but they have a ton of flavors that are really, really good. And they also have unflavored. And that's going to help you absorb the water better. It's going to have things like magnesium and other minerals in that you may be depleted in as you travel. Tip number 4 is what I do before I travel, whether it's a road trip or whether it's on an airplane. So It's just going to Starbucks and getting a venti hot coffee. And I put in a little bit of heavy whipping cream or half and half. I have them sprinkle in some cinnamon powder. I have them do 2 stevias for sweetener and 1 pump of sugar-free vanilla syrup. They always have the sugar-free vanilla syrup year round. And I get that whether I'm going on a road trip or whether I'm on an airplane because it just feels like something warm, it's cozy. It takes my mind off wanting to eat anything because usually I'm fasting anyway. And here's a tip. If you are at the airport and you know you have to get to your next flight or you're having to get to your gate or something like that and you're in a hurry, grab the Starbucks app, go into like nearby, and it'll search for where you are. And it will tell you if you're near a Starbucks in your terminal and you can favorite that particular Starbucks. And 9 times out of 10, they have mobile app ordering options. And you can order your drink when you land or when you get to the airport and you don't have to stand in line like everybody else. And you can just go whisk in, pick up your order, and go to your gate and board. Not a big deal. There's so many times I go to the Starbucks in the airport and there's like a bajillion people in line. And what I think is hilarious is a lot of times it's like flight attendants and pilots. And I'm like, guys, you're probably in this airport like 3 or 4 times a month. Throw it on your mobile phone and then you don't have to stand in line. But I don't know. Maybe they like standing in line and ordering in person, but I prefer to order off the app. So that's a hack for you. I just like having something that I know is super low sugar. It's going to satiate me because it's got a little bit of fat in it from the heavy whipping cream or the half and half. And it just keeps me occupied while I'm on the plane or I'm on my road trip and I don't crave anything else. So it feels a little special. It keeps me satiated. It totally distracts me from ordering anything mid flight. Or if we stop at a gas station and go to the bathroom, I'm not tempted to grab something there. Tip number 5, road trip drive-through rules. So if you have to hit fast food, here are a couple of tips. Grab a protein-based entree. Think burgers or grilled chicken. Skip the bun and any of the sauces. Have them wrap it in lettuce if they'll do that. Choose a diet soda if you want to get a soda. Skip the fries and pair with a side salad if available. Tip number 6, keep moving when you travel. Long flights and drives can lead to swelling, it can lead to stiffness, and even blood sugar spikes. So on flights, try to get up and walk like once an hour, at least to the bathroom. Maybe even if you can, do some air squats in the galley area or near the back if there's space. Another thing I always do is I always pack like a couple of resistance bands because they're super small and easy to pack even in my carry-on so that you can work out anywhere when you arrive at your destination. So even if you go to a hotel or an Airbnb or someone's house that you're staying at that may not have a gym, you have the ability to work out and get some resistance training in when you get there. Tip number 7, move after you land. So if you're flying somewhere or on a road trip, one of the easiest ways to reset your blood sugar after travel is to take a 20 to 30-minute walk when you arrive at your destination. So if you're on a road trip, stop for quick walks or light movement breaks to keep your circulation going. And we talked about doing that on the airplane as well. So here's the takeaway. Travel doesn't have to mean sugar crashes, bloating, or coming home feeling worse than when you left. With a little preparation, packing protein and fat, hydrating well, and keeping your body moving, you can actually feel better during and after your trip. That's it for today's episode. If you love these travel tips, follow along for more blood sugar friendly strategies that work in real life, not just on paper. And I'll see you in the next episode.